Can a person commit a crime because of the moon? Is there any relationship between the moon and the moon phases and the human being? And what is the relationship between fasting and the full moon? Hello, my name is Shireen Ghanem from Mabad channel. Today I will talk to you about the relationship between the moon and the human beings and the human behavior. And is it possible that the moon phases can affect the human behavior? There are many common beliefs about how the moon can influence everything, from the sleep quality to the behavior to the mental health of the human being. So let's see together how this works. And the first question is, does a full moon affect the energy levels? It's possible that the moon can affect sleep, which may then impact people's energy levels in the daytime. Prior to artificial lighting, the full moon was a major source of nighttime light. A 2021 study states that for much of human history, people were more active at night during the full moon and might have synchronized their activities and their energy levels to the phases of the moon. This could be because more moonlight meant people could continue working or participating in other activities in the evening. But there is some evidence that moonlight itself may keep people awake for longer. This phenomenon likely occurs because the full moon is the brightest moon phase, reflecting more light from the sun to earth. Although this light is weaker than direct sunlight, exposure may still cause people to be more awake at night. And the second question is, does the full moon affect females? Some people believe that the moon and the full moon especially affect on the menstrual cycle of the females, and there is a relationship between them. Research on this point has reached mixed or weak conclusions. A 2021 analysis reports that in a previous study of more than 300 females, there was a correlation between the full moon and the beginning of the menstrual period. However, this correlation only existed when researchers selected to assess the connection between the moon and the periods. The authors of the analysis reviewed the cycles of 22 people who kept records of their periods for up to 32 years. They found that menstrual cycles intermittently synchronized with either the luminescence or gravitational pull of the moon. The synchronization was strongest when the moon was closest to the earth. And the third question is, does the full moon have an effect on our cardiovascular system? As the moon comes closer to the earth, its gravitational force or gravitational pull changes, and the earth's large bodies of water respond with higher tides. Scientists have wondered whether the changing gravitational pull might also affect how fluids react inside our body. And here is what they found. This gravitational pull may affect blood pressure. On a 2013 study on male university students, researchers measured the effect of changing lunar cycles on the participants' cardiovascular systems. They found that the blood pressure of the participants have been dropped during the new moon and the full moon phases. Students also took a step test. Their heart rate and the blood pressure were both lower during the full and the new moons. The last question is there a relationship between the full moon and violence, aggression, trauma, and suicide? This is what we will talk about in the next episode. I really hope you enjoyed today's episode.